Alright, chump, listen up. I had such a splendid time throwing down some real funky beats back in the 80s. Yeah, we starting to groove. But as we all know, time waits on no man. We must continue progressing forward with the sound and make the transition from the 80s to the 90s. Alright, I'm known for not wasting time and I'm not about to be known for it, so let's go ahead and get into these drums. For the drums, no longer is the time of analog drum machines. Now is the time of sampling them. Most producers were using samplers like the EMU SP1200, ASR10. They would either source the drum sounds from analog drum machines or recording an actual live drum hit, even sampling them out of drum breaks from other songs. For the most part, that's where the drum sounds were coming from. Long story short, I've been working on this sample pack. In simple terminology, I am going through all the eras that I'm making videos about, and I am getting these sounds from as close to the source as you possibly can. For example, there's a snare that is in like 25 to 50% of 90s female R&B smashes. And after a very lengthy session of research, I found the physical unit that the original snare came from. It is called a EMU MoFat. On top of that, it's ran through an actual SP1200. If I did my research correctly, this should be the true source of this snare. It sounds a little bit underwhelming when you listen to it by itself. You've probably heard it before though. I mean, come on, that's pretty close. That's what I've been doing with every single sound. Snares folder got some yammers in it, no doubt. Yeah. To stay consistent with my video theme here, I'm going down to a smooth 90 BPM. Alright, I got my snare that I hyped up for a majority of the introduction of this video, so let me put it to work. Smooth kick and snare pattern coming along. If you press this button, you can control the velocities without going into the piano roll if you didn't know. You can probably already tell the vibe I'm going for. First most important thing when you're cooking this vibe, you gotta go in with the shakers. And I'm not talking one shaker, I'm not talking two shakers, at least three. Gotta get a little freaky with the velocities too, no cap. Listening to some of this music, I realized they were going in on the stereo shakers. They'd always have one panned all the way to the right and one panned all the way to the left. Going crazy on the shakers. This knob right here is the swing knob. Crank this thing up a little bit so our drums got some swing. If you go too crazy with it, it starts sounding like some twinkle twinkle little star. Second most important thing in these type of beats is the triangle for show. If you go on the volume tab and make the envelope look like this, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but just make it look like that. The sound will only be as long as you hold it. Yeah, that triangle kind of set it off, don't it? I'm shifting some of the shakers a little bit too, so they'll be slightly off time and sound a little more human. Alright, I'm gonna throw these drums on the mixer. Shortcut, Shift, Command L, look at that. I'ma route all my sounds to a drum bus. Grab a track, unlink it from the master, and then throw that baby on the drum bus, and then do that with all the other sounds. I'm just throwing one plugin on it. I'm rocking with Baby Audio's IHNY2. It's a parallel compression plugin, and all that means is mixing the dry signal with the compressed signal. I don't think it needs that much. Just a little bit to remind you what time it is. And it just kind of helps glue everything together. Groove finally just hit me, y'all. Alright, I feel led to throw down some acoustic guitar, so I'm gonna go ahead and get myself plugged in. So as you can see, I am direct inputting my acoustic guitar. I think it gives it a little bit of a 90s mojo to it. So I noodled around, came up with this little lead. I ain't really worried about it being quantized or nothing yet, because I don't know if I like it yet. We'll see if that changes if I can come up with some nice chords. That kind of sound crazy. Second half of that one was kind of disturbing, so I'm gonna have to replace this part, and I think we're good to go now. The guitar squeaks from the microphone in this guitar is so insanely loud, so I'm gonna probably have to take care of that at one point. You know what's about to set this joint on flames? Some strings, some epic strings. Oh, snap. That little string part's so crazy. My bad, y'all. I'm having a field day with these strings right now. I just messed around with the voicings a little bit. I really don't want to do this to y'all, but I have to do it. We're pitching it up too, just to see how it's feeling. You know what time it is? Let me mess around, take it down one octave. I mean, nah, one transposition note. I think I needed to go up one more. I'm going up one more. Not switching the chord here, so it's the same as the first half now. Starting to speak to you, ain't it? I'm gonna use this bass one shot from my upcoming sample pack. I'm gonna try a different one. Using Baby Audio's new synth. It's called BA1. Cause I remember I seen a 90's nostalgia pack in here. I wonder if I can find a little lead or something along those lines. I've just realized I have no hi-hat, so I'm gonna put a hi-hat in here. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Fire. You already know what it is.
Alright, since I pitched this beat up so much, I'm gonna replay all the guitar parts and I'm gonna like play the chords twice so I can double track them like right and left. I feel like the final thing I need is a pad. I'ma see if Baby Audio's world famous BA1 synthesizer plugin holds it down again. Alright, I'm about to put the manual labor in and quantize every single one of these. I ended up leaving the original pitched up guitar in there too, just for added texture if you will. Who knows? I'm gonna take the lows out of the guitars. Forgot about that lead. I gotta split the melody pattern by channel. I don't know what I got with the organization going on right now, but yeah, let's start scratching on them. I might have to save the scratch right there. I'll bring that little synth lead in on the second half. That's probably all I'm gonna do for this one. Here's the finished beat for your listening pleasure.